We're talking the types of collective bargaining: distributive bargaining, integrative bargaining, productive bargaining, opposite bargaining, concession bargaining. So once you understand the meaning, like the dictionary meaning of each word, you can explain it. Distributive bargaining is the most common type of bargaining. Integrative bargaining is when both the parties are integrated and negotiated with sharing the loss, sharing the profit. Productive bargaining is when everything is measured on productivity, the skills and the profitability. So whatever you are producing in the organization, that will be your major attraction of all the benefits. Composite bargaining, when the benefits are given in a different way, not in a monetary formula with a salary, but it will give a long-term benefits, long-term help for your employment. It could be your insurance, it could be your bonus, it could be your what is that, pension or transportation, it could be anything. Concessionary bargaining, you are giving a concession to the employer, you are giving a rebate that you don't need. That means you are giving one concession to the employer. ये सब टेक्निक यूज करके तमे बार्गेन करछ. Then we'll discuss about what are the possible content of the bargaining. So when you are talking, discussing and negotiating with the employer, on what basis you will doing and what are the things, on what are the topic you will be covering and considering. The first one is cooperation and communication between the trade unions, organization and the management, employment and working conditions, wages and remuneration, occupational safety and health, human resource development and other social issues, resolution of conflict between management and trade unions. These are the topics, these are the issues maybe we'll be talking. It could be anything. Human resource development. Suppose you are working in an organization, you want to learn, you want to get new training, you want to experience in a new tools. That is your demand. So you want to learn something in your career. Since many years you are working in the same tool. So that is your demand. Social issues, you want more secure transportation or a different timing, occupational safety and health, wages and remuneration. This could be issues on your talking, your negotiation, cooperation and communication between trade unions. So you will be talking based on one unions, on behalf of one unions. So within that, you will have problem. What are the cooperation and communication between trade unions, organizations? This could be one discussion point when trade unions are having issues between themselves. There are multiple trade unions under one organization, one factory, one big company. There could be multiple trade unions, multiple organization. So they will have internal problem, internal rivalry. So these are the possible content of your discussion. This is what I was talking. What are the steps involved when you are discussing with your employer? First thing is you have to prepare. Before you enter to any discussion, you have to prepare what to discuss, how to discuss, what are the issues. So you are preparing yourself. So prepare will have at least the issues in hand, what are the decision point, and who is going to discuss all these things. So first 2 point, preparation and demand identification. Identification means is part of preparation. What is your demand? What you are going to ask the employer? You are identifying what if it is related to salary or bonus or any social issues or regarding your environment, what is going to demand. But the demand should be reasonable and should be based on the current laws. And so you cannot ask anything which is not reasonable, which is not under law. So that you are reviewing the list and you are making a proper list of demand which is reasonable, which is as per the law. So that is one type of preparation. You are preparing, then you are preparing your demand. Opening statement. Once you have this point 1 and point 2, that means you are ready for discussion. So how you will have a discussion? Once you go and meet with your supervisor, then you will open with some statement. What is your opening statement by both the employees and employees? So when you are talking, how you will initiate, how you will start your discussion, that is opening statement. So that is also one type of preparation. You are preparing yourself with demand list and opening statement. Then you are coming to actual bargaining. In actual bargaining, there are many strategy, many ways, many technique. We studied about that sometime before. Then you are negotiating. Suppose you have 5 to 10 issues. So if you are going one by one issues, issue number 1, let's discuss and complete this. Then you go to issue number 2, then discuss and complete this. Then issue number 3. So that strategy called piecemeal approach. And we are talking one by one issues. If we are talking as a whole and you shared your list with the employer and the employer is talking, okay, I'll review it and altogether it's a similar nature. All the issues are related to salary. Then okay, I'll do one thing, I'll give one judgment. So the employer is deciding everything as one statement. That is called total approach. So you are not going through one by one negotiation, one by one point like piecemeal. So you are deciding in total. So there are different type of negotiation, different type of way of talking, then bargaining strategy. When you are into bargaining, so based on the issues, based on the many factors, your bargaining strategy. What are the different bargainings I discussed in last slide? So based on the time, nature of demand, situation, so all these factors will decide what type of bargaining you are going to have. So these are the factors controlling your bargaining type. What kind of bargaining you need to have on that issue based on the factors like how much time you have, what is the kind of nature. Suppose there is one demand related to your salary. There is another demand related to your food canteen. So the way you are bargaining with your salary may be not the same you are bargaining with your food, because salary is more important, which is requires money. So end of the day you will work for salary, so you will have some different way of bargaining than the way you are bargaining for food in your canteen. Food is also important, but you can negotiate, you can have a different strategy. You may not have the same strategy for both the issues. So that is an example. So you will always decide the bargaining strategy based on many factors. Then the proposal, once you have bargaining, discussion, negotiation, then the proposal will be presented. In the bargaining session, both the parties make proposal. Suppose you have a lot of problem with your salary, then the employee is telling, okay, I will give 20% hike, then you will ask, no, 20% is not good. So you make it 30% or 25%. So you will have a proposal, they will have a proposal. So both the party will give multiple proposal. Then tentatively you will agree with one thing. If both the parties are able to reach a tentative agreement, they will sign a memorandum of understanding. That means you will agree if in some proposal, then tentatively you will agree, you will sign a memorandum. That is called tentative agreement. Then ratification. Once a tentative agreement has been reached, it must be ratified by the employees and employees. Once you agree with certain proposal, then you will communicate and will tell the same thing to the employee. The employees will go through it. The employer will go through it. Both the party will go through it. That process is called ratification. Then the actual implementation. When agreed, when it is ratified, then the actual implementation will come. With the same example, if the employers is agreeing with 25% hike in the salary, then which month all these things will discuss will be there in the agreement. Then at the same month, the employers should give that 25% hike to the employees. So that is the whole process of negotiation. First you have to prepare, then you have to open up, then you have to bargain. Once the bargaining is complete, then you have to propose. Once the proposal is accepted, then you have to agree. Then the agreement will be signed, ratification, and the implementation. This is a complete step of collective bargaining. This is an important question or important topic You may get long time or objective type. So these steps you remember, these 7, 8 steps. Some author gives 7 steps, some author give 8 steps. Like preparation, you can combine 1 step. So this is little bit elaborate. You can remember and write. Some author they combine, there are 4, 5 steps. So once you understand the concept and meaning of each steps, so it will be easy for you to write the papers. So you go through it and let me know if you have any question on this. We'll continue this in tomorrow class. We'll understand some case and some trend, how the collective bargaining happening in India, that is in your syllabus. What is the trend? What are the different factors, different trend activities influencing collective bargaining in India? So we'll go through that in tomorrow class, and also we'll revise this. If you have any questions on this, let me know so that we can discuss it further. So this chapter we may complete in another 1-2 class. Then we'll go to the next thing. Today you don't have anything on this. We'll meet in the next class. So today you give me the attendance in the chat box. I'll collect it. Nothing left for now. Today class. We'll close the class now. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.